will I end up rebodying this GI Joe? Coming up after this. Okay, I'm not even sure what is best for the thumbnail. I guess that doesn't show the figure I'm opening. And then this one does show the awesome GI Joe. So I guess this is the thumbnail. Okay, I always wanted to get a reproduction GI Joe, and I don't understand why I never had one, a 12-inch GI Joe, even a real old one. I just never got my hands on one. And I mean, I really like the body of those action figures, and even the grip hand ones. And I don't want an original one because the plastic disintegrates over time. So that's why I kind of want a reproduction one, so it's all mint and nice. But I don't think they've made one since, let's say, the early 2000s probably was the last time they did that. However, there is a company in Brazil that makes all kinds of retro toys, and I wish I could get my hands on those toys. It's such an awesome company. They make like Strawberry Shortcake, GI Joe, and other things that I can't think of right now, but awesome old toys that are great. I think they even made Masters of the Universe, which doesn't make sense because I'm not a Hasbro. Oh, and that's something else. I'm super against mixing and matching, and I don't know what it is. It's some kind of OCD thing, but I don't like mixing and matching toy companies. But recently, this body, this Max Steel, this is the Max Steel body, and it is my favorite body. This one is the super articulated one. It came in a few different dolls, but notably there's this ski set, this I forget what it's called. I did do a review of it, but the one that was internationally released, so I'm getting these from Europe, doesn't have the speech. So the English one has the holes in the chest and everything, and you press a button and he talks. But this body, and now I have 3 of them, luckily. So this one, I don't know, and I don't know what to do with the peg head system, and I don't know what his head's going to be like. And putting this Huntsman head on, I really scratched up the outside of his neck and cut it up a little bit. I tried to fix it as much as I possibly could, and I think I did. Why is my computer acting up? Maybe that's just the light. Sorry. And yeah, the skin, I'm okay, I guess. I guess he kind of looks like a bodybuilder who's all oiled up for his shot. I'd rather have that. I have some action dolls figures that had bigger heads, and when you stick a Ken doll next to them, they look ridiculous because the heads are so small. So this is a nice in between. Now, this on its own is an awesome review. Maybe I should have split this up into 2 different videos, and maybe I should sell this. I don't know. I'm afraid to look to see if it's worth more money than I paid for it. I also have this because, G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe was originally, his prototype was one of these art mannequins with a Ken head put on top. So it's like a Ken doll, but with articulation. And I don't think I like these Hasbro bodies, and that is why. And luckily, this one that I found at a flea market that is near me had, and I didn't realize that this is the Latino version, the Hispanic version, I guess, because there's also a dark complexion, and I think a standard would be lighter. And I guess fortunate for me, the skin tone is going to match this one better. Now it might match this one better. This was a special Max Steel that was put in. They used the same forearm so that he didn't have to use the robot arm. Now it's not as articulated, but it is a slightly different tone, and it probably would, I don't know. No, I think that this one would still match better, even though that is kind of lighter. and it's not going to be a perfect match. At least I can't tell now, and you usually can't tell with the glare from the box. But what I'm trying to say is I'm happy that I got the Hispanic version, because the skin tone is going to be darker, and the chances of it matching the skin tone would be best. Now, me saying all of this, maybe I'll be satisfied with the body he's on and not even want to. Maybe I shouldn't even touch it. Maybe I shouldn't even open it, but that's too late now. I just broke the seal, and we're going in, and I can see from this that the quality is amazing. So I guess I didn't really show the box. This is an Airborne military police, and there are some older videos. I think I paid $40, but I also bought some other stuff, and I struck up a deal. I bought some Kens, and I definitely got a good price for him, but definitely worth $40 anyway. Dog tags aren't as good as the World Peacekeepers because they're ridiculously too big, but all of the quality on this is amazing. Should I bring over the body now and see if it's going to end up looking much like this guy, but he's kind of darker. Okay, I'm just going to do it. Mixing Hasbro's. Oh no, that's metal. I think I have to untwist those. I guess I could probably cut them, but let's not destroy my scissors trying to get this out and do it properly. And I probably should slow down, relax a little bit, be careful with the packaging because I'll probably want to save it. It's in pretty good condition, and I could always put him back in. Maybe I could sell the body and the outfit, but no. I do wonder if the clothes will fit on the Max Steel body. It's hard to find clothing to fit on Max Steel. Basically, he just has to wear sweatpants and sweat shorts because he's so big. I have to get my hands on more 80s Ken clothes because the 80s Ken guy was really bulky, which was kind of what made me feel bad growing up. Ken was so physically fit. I guess for the same reason Barbie made little girls feel inadequate. That was, of the times, what a real man looked like. Later on, a real man started getting thin, at least in fashion. Then being thin was better. And right now, I think we are, because of Instagram, we're at a phase where, we're at a phase in the world where you can be anything and you just gotta embrace it. But on Instagram, there's some pretty beefed up guys, and steroids is a thing. Why I'm talking about social stuff, I don't know. This backpack is amazing. I'm gonna have to mix and match this for sure. It has a telephone with a wire on it. I'm not sure where you're supposed to hang it up. I guess it just goes down in the box. I kind of want a receiver to hang it on. Is this an antenna? Oh, it is an antenna. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, it's got a little hook on the back there. I don't know where I'm supposed to clip it, but this is awesome. I guess maybe you clip it onto his waist. Look at this, and the MP spray paint on it, and we have the elastic straps backpack. Oh, that's an awesome piece. And then we have this gun, and it's huge and awesome and painted so well, black and white. If you know what this one's called, leave a comment down below, you military enthusiasts. And then, wow. So this is, I'm kind of obsessed with military fashion, and these colors and this cotton material that it's made out of. This is what I would wear. This is uniforming at its best. And oh yeah, he's not articulated. he doesn't even have click and snap. But again, the spray painted helmet, so good. And then he's got really black hair. So I can't remember. GI Joe has had so many incarnations that it's hard to remember what the original one looked like. Probably didn't have flocking. He does have the scar. He doesn't have the thumb, the GI Joe backwards thumbnail. Oh, I say that now, but look at his thumb. He doesn't have a thumbnail, so they kind of did it. This one has a thumbnail, and I don't see a thumbnail on the back. But maybe they played that homage. What kind of head is this? So it's a normal head, and I'm gonna have to stick it on my heater at the end of this video. We're not gonna find out until afterwards, but I think I do have to rebody them. But oh, that's so cool. Okay, they have a Velcro armband. So good. MP. Yeah, this stuff is amazing. And then these are snaps on the water bottle holder. So let's get into that. You take this. I'm just breaking them all down. Can you get this out? Do I want to take the canteen out? Oh yeah, it comes out. Oh, it's also another perfect thing for a diorama. Like all of this stuff is stuff that I want to keep like around my home if I'm not wearing it. Belt done in cotton. These little orange ties that they put on here. So there's something in here. What? This is so souped up. It's a handgun, and it's beautiful. Oh, it's so good. Oh no, I'm gonna have a hard time not mixing and matching. And then he's got a billy club. Is that what that is? Like, he's an NP. That means like he's a military police. Yeah, military police. Airborne. So that is in fact what it is. Okay, we got snaps. So we're mixing Velcro and snaps. Now, Army stuff often uses Velcro, so I'm sure that armbands would have been connected with Velcro. So that's cool that they do that. Is he wearing a crop top? It's a dickie. So that's called a dickie when you had usually a turtleneck would be like that. The dog tags are chained in, are sewn in. That's kind of cool, actually, that it's stuck there. And considering I don't love them, that's probably a good way not to lose them. So I might not. Well, if I want to wear this jacket, I have to stitch rip that out. So that'll probably be done. But this no shirt thing, I have no idea. And that is a Velcro piece. So it's a bib. And I'm pretty sure that's not military issue. But we'll see. How he's got rubber arms, which I don't like. That's the one thing that I really don't like about Mattel's Barbie and Kens and playing with them, is that they're really hard to dress because of their rubber arms, and it's making me think that you can bend his arm, but you can't. So I don't know why they made it in rubber. And I mean, these are, yeah, the hands are huge. The hands are huge on Max Steel too. So, and instead of having a bend in an elbow, they have a twist, and this part is rubbery and this part is rubbery. And this would be old by now. I should have told you that in the first place. Limited edition collector special. That makes me think I shouldn't have opened. This was in 1996. So this is already retro, and you don't have to worry about plastic deterioration. And the rubber's not sticky. I say it feels pretty good. But this is the body, and not as fun because of the articulation. Oh, we got a snap and Velcro combination on these pants. These boots are much bigger than normal, and they're super rubbery, and his foot is probably rubbery. Yeah, so it's a rubber on rubber. Not a good combination. And let me show you a Max Steel foot. is like this. See, those ankles aren't so good on your regular articulated mech steels. So that kind of looks bad. But on these super articulated ones, these made to move ones, I love how the foot and ankle looks. This body's awesome. Made to move bodies look better on men. It's such a more it's more of a chiseled look. It looks more realistic on a girl. I find that it looks more robotic, but you can see that these shoes are much smaller. Oh, what I'm starting to say was that if you're new to my channel, I do love these Hot Wheels skate shoes. These are sneakers that you can get in the Hot Wheels section, and they fit on your Max Steel dolls pretty well. They probably fit on. Let's see, they fit on Max Steel really well. Well, some styles don't, but no, these feet are a bit bigger, but they don't have as big ankles. I guess I have to try that right now. Why not? However, rubber on rubber, not the best combination. And no, these aren't going in. I'm not going to force it. There's a certain style that you have to be really careful of these, where it's very thin right here. They're kind of, what are they called? They're called, I guess, they're more skate shoes, and they look like Vans. And I'm not going to put those on my bigger foot dolls anymore. I'll just put them on smaller foot action figures, because these are click knees. Am I sure that this isn't a click? Oh, this is a click. So I hope you didn't stop watching me before I discovered that you can click the elbow just once. And that's something that I never understood. It's really not worth it to get that. Oh, there's another kind of click, like a click and a half, and then look what it does to his arm. I think it's only supposed to go one. Okay. Oh, 1, 2. You can get 2 clicks in there, but the bend, it's so insignificant that I don't think it matters. Okay, and then we get these pants off his rubbery legs. See how that goes, and then we'll have to try these clothes on a Max Steel body. Oh, and I really didn't show you how awesome the pants are, but I will once I get them off, if I can get them off. Oh yeah. See, this is no fun. This is really hard. There is a company that makes all rubber bodies, and some people really like them, and a lot of people say, do I have them? I don't remember what they're called. Starts with a P, I think, but I don't like them. I don't like how they look. I don't like the super realistic faces that they don't match the body, which I probably shouldn't have a problem with, but I don't know. I think that the Max Steel body is too perfect, and the Mattel's moldings are always top notch. However, I am here for this head. I'm definitely here for these clothes, but I am freaking out a little bit about putting Hasbro pants on a Mattel doll. I don't know what it is. Okay, so look at these. I am super into cargo pants right now. I don't own any. I've got rid of all of my cargo pants for a long time, but for quite a while. But I've been really liking them. Okay, let's get these on. Will I put them on? Will I put on just this body without a head? No, yes. I'll put them on. I'll put them on this guy. Why not? That's Hunter Huntsman is who this guy is. And he was released in a Mattel line called Ever After. Hi. And we have similar hair going on right now. This is kind of my favorite kind of hairdo to have, because it's a versatile hairdo. Oh, button fly goes in the front, and we'll put these pants down inside here. And oh, I should be heating him up. I'm going to heat him up right now on the heater, which there's no heat coming up right now, but that works for me. Sometimes I might have to pause it. Oh, can I give you a better look at him first? So here he is, and here is this body, and you can see that it stands about the same size. I believe, I don't know which one came first. I don't know if Max Steel came first, but you can see they definitely were inspired by either a third-party doll or somebody copied somebody, because the proportions are so similar. So I'm thinking of this GI Joe. This body came out first. We're only gonna get the date on here for 94. Well, let's say 84 and 94. I think it says 94, which isn't necessarily when the body was designed, but when the reproduction was made. So I guess I should have did my research, but my guess is that Hasbro made the body first. These are super similar. That's crazy uncanny, but this one is double jointed and made to move for sure. So despite his cheesy tattoo, which I hate, I have to figure out a way to take that off. I don't want to use acetone because acetone will eat away this plastic. I would also like to remove the paint from his robot bracelet, but I took off the sticker. That's fine. I mean, it just looks like a metallic bracelet, so that's not such a big deal. And also having a bionic arm, come on. Cool. That's cool. Alright, so I guess it's no surprise then that these pants fit amazingly on this guy. Wow. So awesome pants. The boots, of course, are gonna fit, but I don't like them. I do not like these boots. They're just way too big. They look disproportionate. However, they might actually, because maybe they're like boots to put over your boots. But, oh, coincidentally, because, well, this is no coincidence, because greens and army greens and all of that's my jam. That's why these are my favorite shorts that I own and why I put them on my favorite action doll that I own. So coolness, he's cute and buff at the same time. Toys, awesome. That's what I like about toys. And I do have like this is taken from, you can mix and match and change up these shoes, and I took this from another pair of green shoes, which I love, and they would probably look better with these pants, but this is what we got right now. Oh no, I was talking too long. This is another long video. Good video for Saturday, I think. And should I try this dicky on them? And I didn't put this back on the heater, but I guess my house is warm enough right now that the heater's not coming on, but it's okay. I'll put him in front of a space heater for a couple minutes, and I'll show you at the end of the video. But that's what he looks like with his bib on. That's ridiculous. We're not going to do that. I will, however, put this on him, and I'm going to get my Stitch Ripper. Let me show you. Do you know what a Stitch Ripper is? Definitely a tool you need to make things better in Toyland. They often have to do this, and it's good to take out. They like to fasten things with stitches sometimes. Hopefully that's not attached to a button or anything. It's not. And I'll take that out. And he's going to wear this like a shirt. It's going to be cool, military, uniforming design. Can I see? Let's see if he holds the gun well. Yeah, the hands, they need the hands big too. My guess is Mattel was inspired by Hasbro's doll, but if I find out, you let me know below. I'm going to probably have to do research right away after this video, because I am super interested to know, because they even copied the hand size, which the hands are ridiculously too big. But, I mean, they look better than the Hasbro ones. Oh, I think I hear my heat coming on, which is good. I don't know, especially with his big head now that I gave him a big head, the hands look more in scale than they do like this. Did I show you that I have this alternative? Yeah, I did. I showed you that I cut down this peg just in case. So I'll be able to show you right now before I decide to really soften the head and squeeze it over here in a permanent peg system, because I'm not sure if I want to cut this off or adjust this. It's nice to have it in its natural form. But it's also great to have this one that I have available for swapping out heads. And this is my favorite Ken head as of right now. He has a vitiligo and he just looks out of this world. And that's why it looks good with a space body. I'm having fun. Hunter looks amazing with this gun. Like, come on, that's great. It fits into his hand perfectly. Let's get this shirt on him and see how good this looks. I'm gonna have to get him better shoes too for the end of this video. But let's see. I actually am really surprised that the bodies are the same. Now, if Mattel did copy or was inspired by the Hasbro body, they did a better job. It's by far a better job. It looks better. It articulates better. Even the one that's not articulated articulates better. How are those ankles? Yeah, the ankles are similar to this style, I would say, on the Hasbro. They're not like those ankles don't look good. The new ones do on this one. Okay, yeah, I popped his collar. He's got this hair. I don't even want to do up his jacket because he looks so cool. This feels like a sticker. This little patch that they have on it. The pockets are sewn down. They probably work if you unsewed them. I'm not going to unsew them. I'm not going to stick anything in his pockets. These ones are functioning. Yeah, you could stick things down in there if you wanted to. Something thin. But yeah, he even has a cool pilot hairdo. Yeah, this is good. This is so good. Yeah, he's my new favorite doll, which is kind of a doll, action doll, action figure. Because I didn't want to open up that because is the GI Joe gonna become my new favorite one? GI Joe head? And how can I play with them all at the same time? I think the collar looks up. He definitely looks cool as he looks more like a pilot here. But that's cool. It makes him look tough. Awesome. So much good stuff here. Cool guy. Ripped guy. Awesome. 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 All right. Let me know what you think of all of my action dolls, and like, comment, share, and subscribe. Again, stay tuned to the end. I'm gonna rip that guy's head off, hopefully, or hopefully safely. Okay, he had a super small peg system, so I am going to have to use the one that I've adjusted already. Hopefully that my peg is small enough to fit in. I use the heating method. I don't like using the boiling water method. I don't know, it's messy and you can't get it hot enough, or you can't control the temperature. Maybe I don't let it set long enough. But in a hairdryer, not cool, because I've scorched hair before with that, so you can melt things with the hairdryer. Believe it or not, the hairdryer can be hotter than the space heater, but you can, with the hairdryer, you have to hold on to, basically. With a space heater, you can hold the doll back, and sometimes I just put it on my air vents, so I have air heat coming up, and it's a very light heat. It's not really hot, so sometimes that just works. But for fast, recently, because it's wintertime and I had a space heater, I tried it, and you can keep the figure at a good distance that you're not going to melt it or anything, and then just leave it there and set it until it's nice and soft. And maybe I should have kept letting that be soft. But yeah, even the neck is similar length. This one is shorter. I think the regular neck is longer. No, that looks shorter. But what do I have under all of this tape is the question. And did I whittle it down? What I did was I whittled down this peg to whatever's under here. And then that's not the normal peg system, and that's not a good example. I guess it is. Maybe it's all disc. This guy Sean from Mattel, Sean from Star, Starr series. This is a nice 70s head. This was as close to GI Joe as I had before. He had exactly the same size sphere, so he's a good candidate for those. But hopefully, underneath all of this masking tape, I have a good head. Now, this means that I'm not gonna... This masking tape is helping. I don't want to have to put masking tape on every time I put on one of these heads. So I guess I'm going to have to whittle that down to whatever peg system this is. Maybe I can use my stitch ripper to take off this. I got it really packed on there. Oh, no, I'm bending. That's too tight. Maybe I use scissors. I guess I should probably just take my time. It's just masking tape. I wonder if I cut off everything. I think it's going to work, though. I think I cut off a lot. I don't want to do it again, but I guess this works really well for me. This is... I can at least show you what I did to the peg. Like every head and every joint, well, most of the time. I'm surprised sometimes. Sometimes I have these heads, like that Sean head. That one had the same size disc, and it was like, oh, I didn't even have to alter the peg at all. But mostly it's a smaller for the can heads that I normally use. That's why I have to build it up. It's in between the disc size and this tiny little peg size. Oh yeah, this is pretty gashed up. I whittled away at it. I guess I don't have to take the rest of that tape off right now. But it is going to be small enough to jam it up in there. And I probably should have heated it. Yeah, okay. This isn't coming off anyway, so I could probably give him his own body. I now have an even better GI Joe. GI Joe's body is kind of thin and funny looking. Like, even though I do like that, I still am waiting to get that perfect GI Joe with the original one. I mean, I want one for my toy archives and to heaven to play with, but this is kind of the best of both worlds. My favorite action figure doll body action figure. They're not dolls. Okay, they're dolls. Action dolls. Favorite body, favorite head, classic, best 60s, when did GI Joe come out? So good. I knew all these dates. I know all of these dates. I know all the history. I'm not good at remembering dates. Do I keep the... Oh, yeah, that's the bad thing. He has the robot hand. So I might use... Because this one was brand new in package. These ones were used ones, so I really scrubbed them. And you don't want to get this wet because it's a sticker. But I think I want to keep one. Because this one was a brand new body, I want to keep it with the sticker. And then I guess I need to whittle two down because I can see that the head fits and the skin tone isn't even that bad. It looks worse on camera actually than it does in real life, but I mean, camera is where it doesn't look bad. And so cool, so cool. He's like GI Joe, Max Steel, $6 million man. It's all in one. Yeah, new favorite dolly. All right, love it.